Hey guys, Mr. Gibson here. So for this hook activity, you are getting to make your own superhero using genetics, which is pretty cool. So it says today we'll be using genetics to create your own superhero. You're going to open this assignment. It's actually Google Slides. And you are going to determine your superhero's traits. So your superhero, here are the possible traits. They could have invisibility, flying, they could climb walls, use super speed, use weapons, which isn't really a superpower, but we're going to go with it. Mega size, meaning they can grow to super huge sizes, or use X-ray vision. All right. So what you're going to do to determine the traits of your superhero is you are going to flip a coin. Now, if you happen to not have a coin with you, and if you're in class, do not share coins because, COVID, all that stuff. I have a link here to the website, Just Flip a Coin. And every time you click it, it will flip a coin, okay? So that's going to serve as your coin if you need it. So for example, the first one, invisibility uses the letter I to represent its alleles. Remember, alleles are just different versions of genes. And so for invisibility, we have the invisibility gene, and we have either the dominant allele, which is a capital letter, or the recessive allele, which is represented by a lowercase letter, okay? So if you flip the coin twice and you get heads both times, then your superhero has the trait. It has invisibility. If you flip it twice and you get one heads and one tails, then your superhero still has the trait. If it's heads and heads, that's called homozygous dominant, meaning you have two dominant traits. If you flip it and get a heads or tails, then you're what's called heterozygous, meaning the zygote has two different alleles. Hetero meaning different, right? But the dominant allele always overtakes the recessive allele. So in this case, your superhero would still have the trait of invisibility. Now, if you flip the heads, or if you flip the coin and you get tails twice, then that means that your superhero is homozygous recessive, meaning that homo meaning same, zygous, zygote. So the zygote has two of the same alleles, and homozygous recessive, meaning that they have the same two recessive alleles. Now, recessive alleles show up if there's no other dominant trait there, meaning that if you are homozygous recessive or your superhero has two lowercase i's, then they do not have that trait. So in this case, they would not be invisible. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to flip your coin twice, each time to represent the genes you would get from the mom and then the genes you would get from the dad. So one from each parent. You're going to do that for each trait to see which superpowers your superhero has. You're going to answer these 5 questions. Then you're going to go over here and using the drawing tool as best as you can. And I understand using the drawing tool, there's a very good chance these are going to be comically terrible. But that's all right. We're going to do our best. It's just going to be fun. You're going to draw your superhero based on the superpowers that they have. Okay? If you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know. Just email me, okay? All right, good luck making your superheroes.